President Trump has endorsed a House budget plan that would make sweeping cuts to Medicaid. Under the proposed budget bill, roughly $880 billion would be cut from Medicaid, and $230 billion would be cut from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program known as food stamps. The president's endorsement on social media came just hours after he said he would not touch funding programs like Medicaid, which provides health insurance for Americans with limited income.
Can you guarantee that Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security will not be touched?
Yeah, I mean, I have said it so many times, you shouldn't be asking me that question. Okay? This will not be read my lips. It won't be read my lips anymore. We're not going to touch it.
Donald Trump is back at it again, this time with budget cuts so brutal, they're basically a financial slap in the face to everyday Americans. And just like his last brilliant idea, remember that the day prices got petty, this one's already backfiring. We're talking massive cuts to food assistance, housing, healthcare, and education. Meanwhile, billionaires still thriving. It's like Robin Hood in reverse and Trump's wearing a gold-plated MAGA hat while doing it. So what's in Trump's big America First budget plan? Oh, just a greatest hits album of gutting anything that actually helps Americans. 1.1 trillion slashed from programs like Medicaid and jobs. Deep cuts to public education and student loans. Housing assistance, gone. Health care for the disabled, veterans and seniors, on life support. Trump's logic, we're spending too much. Reality? For $0.5 trillion in tax cuts favoring the wealthy, adding trillions to the national debt. This budget is so upside down. It's like Trump looked at the middle class and said, now, let's see how far they can fall. And just when you thought things couldn't get worse, enter the Trump tariffs. You know, the genius move where he slapped tariffs on everyday imports like electronics, cars, washing machines, and even food. His reasoning to bring jobs back. The result, prices went up. Wages? Still flat. Manufacturing still fleeing. Fun fact, Trump's tariffs added $4,000 a year in extra costs for the average American family. That's like being charged a premium just for existing. Let's talk about the people this is actually hurting, because it's not the rich. It's single moms who can't afford groceries. It's seniors who now have to pick between meds and rent. It's factory workers getting laid off because trade wars killed demand.
We've got a group of 470-some people out there that are starting to worry. They don't know if they need to go find another job or not. That's the frustrating part, because it's our job to be able to help and reach out and guide those people and give them an honest opinion of what they need to do, and we can't. That's the frustrating part.
I've been at my job for 15 years. 15 years. And they let me go today because I'm not fired, but they said that my position doesn't exist anymore. They can't afford to pay me.
I got to pay bills, I got to pay child support, I got to go to court next week. What I'm supposed to do?
Today we let the employees know at our Emporia, Virginia plywood mill that we are ceasing operations as of today.
I've worked here 3.5 years. It's very unsettling. It's very unsettling. Because I have 5 young kids at home. It's very heartfelt, because I feel bad for the city of Emporia. I really do, because it's going to crush Emporia.
It's going to cripple this town. You just lost Boy's Head, you lost GP. Ain't going to be nothing left here.
This a loss for me, and then they shut down Boy's Head. I was just about to start at Boy's Head. They shut Boy's Head down. Now they done shut this place down. What jobs do we have in Emporia?
And Trump's answer? Probably something like, go start a business, it'll be huge. Here's the kicker, while Trump slashes everything from Meals on Wheels to school lunches, he's still pumping billions into defense, spending, and corporate subsidies. So to recap, hungry kids, too expensive. Bombs and all execs, blank check. It's like Trump took America First and rebranded it to mean America's rich first. Real quick, if you like content that calls out political chaos with a side of sass, hit that like button and subscribe. Over 90% of you watch but never subscribe. It's free, helps us keep doing this, and makes sure you don't miss the next truth bomb. Let's go.
Savings, FMAP is real fundamental reform. What's happening now is you're paying a higher rate of return for able-bodied, working age people more than you're giving to the vulnerable population of children, pregnant moms, the disabled.
You shouldn't have the able-bodied getting more than the vulnerable. You shouldn't be having people on Medicaid getting more than Medicare. You shouldn't be having the people who should work, can work, getting benefits without working. You shouldn't have the ineligible getting benefits if they're in fact ineligible. And you shouldn't have the scam that is being able to be perpetrated by virtue of the provider tax gaming that they do.
So what now? The budget's a hot mess. Tariffs are hurting families, and Trump's acting like everything's tremendous. But here's the thing. Americans are waking up, people are speaking out, voting differently, organizing, demanding better. Because at some point, even the folks who wore the red hats made in China are realizing the emperor has no economic plan and definitely no clothes. Meet Gloria Farina, a 78-year-old retired nurse from rural Ohio. For years, she relied on Medicaid to cover her long-term care needs. But under Trump's new budget, Medicaid faces an $880 billion cut over the next decade. Gloria's nursing home, already operating on a tight budget, announced it could no longer afford to keep all residents. "I've worked my whole life, paid my taxes, and now I'm being told there's no room for me." Gloria said, holding back tears, "Where am I supposed to go?" This isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about real people, our grandparents, our neighbors being left behind. Irony alert, the states being hit hardest by these cuts, mostly red states. Mississippi, West Virginia, Kentucky, places that heavily supported Trump now face losing billions in federal support for housing, healthcare, and rural development. It's like a cell phone on a national scale. This isn't just a political strategy, it's a social crisis. And whether you're red, blue, or somewhere in between, if you need food, healthcare, or housing, this budget puts you in the crosshairs. The real question is, how much more are people willing to take? Remember that gold-plated MAGA hat. At this point, it's just a crown for a king who taxed the peasants and threw a party at Mar-a-Lago. Real quick, click that subscribe button before they cut the internet too. It helps us produce more videos like this. Thanks. So what do you think? Are Trump's budget cuts and tariffs a disaster for regular Americans? Is this the direction we want for our country?